Alright, this might be a little tricky to see because they got all these words over everything, but this, I believe, appears to be some form of a fish-looking thing. Now, let me back out of here a little bit, and you can see these scales, they overlap scales. I don't know if you can see that all that well, but let's come in a little closer and see if it makes any better sense. Okay, you see the way they're overlapping, like scales overlap? You see the way the mouth comes open up here, and it looks like there's an eye up here, and then up at the top it appears to be almost like his fin. Now, I want to show you something. Look right above that fin and look at this stuff here. You see that? Alright, now I want to show you where that's coming from. All this stuff is emanating right out of this area here, and I'm going to show you, we're going to go down and see the source of that, which runs all the way down there. Now, up here, as you can see, let's look in a little closer at this, which I'm going to say is a flary eyeball, and you see the flashy stuff running off the back of it like flames. You see all this fluty looking stuff over here. You see that? You see up above this fluty looking stuff up here? You see this? The top of what I'm saying is his head. You see this coming out to where his mouth and nose is? And all that stuff emanating out of this particular place, which I believe is his throat. Now let's go in and look at it, and you see what you see. I have seen it very carefully. And you can see all this fluty stuff going all the way down his back, and all that little fuzzy stuff. That's exactly what you see on a dragon's back. So let's go down here and down here. Let's look in and see what it looks like in amongst this neck. And that to me looks like some form of dragon scales. Now let's follow it down where it goes. There's some form of a pouchy looking thing here, but it continues, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down, all the way down. Okay, until it gets into his stomach area. Okay, now, to me, this is dragon scales. Now, if you see something else here, I don't know what to say, because I just don't know what to say. That does not appear to be a natural formation to me at all. Now, I also study the death process, and you can see these effluents all around here. This is the body of this creature, and the head is here, and this is his body right here, this entire thing. These are his legs. And if you follow all this down here, I hope you can see my cursor, but if you follow this all the way down, 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 until you get out in this area, you can see this is still his dragon body. And you can still see that the same pattern of effluent is here. And you can see that it's running off of this scaly stuff. And you can see that there's a pattern all around here. This is the pattern of death. And that is what happens when a body decomposes. It blows out all of the organic volatile fluids, and that is what running off of here and creating this pattern. This dragon did not die that long ago, and it looks like he might have been trying to bite that fish. I don't know what else to say. This is what I'm looking at, and you see what I see. I could be totally wrong, but I'm seeing, you know, like fins going down his back, and then this stuff here is like fruity looking fins going over his side and off the back. And I don't know what else to say. But if you're in this area, you might want to stop in and take a look at Atlantis as well, which is right over here. It is the eye. Here it is right here. See? It's the eye of the Sahara. It's exactly what Plato said, and it's got even the colors of the rings of the metals, and it's so deep, and all of that stuff ran off of here as the Sahara Ocean drained. And it ran all the way out here and created the Cape Verde Islands. And you can see it's very, very clear that it ran off of here, just completely drained. Now, also, Herodotus puts on his map Exactly there. This is the Atlas Mountains, Atlantis. And it was at this point outside, and this was the ocean line here in this area, and it was outside of the Pillars of Hercules. So if that's the argument they want to use, but I can also use an argument that there are pillars right here, and this is where it flooded through those pillars. So if they were talking about the pillars, or were they talking about the Pillars of Hercules? Doesn't matter. It's both. It's outside of either one. So anyway, yeah, it's just something I want to show you. Think about it. These are things in history that are pretty clear now. And Plato wrote about this, about Atlantis. Herodotus puts it on his map. So dragons, I don't know what to say. It's what it is and what it is. So you take it for what it's worth to you. I'm taking it for what it's worth to me. And what it means to me is the ancient texts were correct. And I would go back and start examining them, because eternity lasts an extremely long time.